What we have here, this is a Volvo V90 cross country, and what we did here was we worked with Volvo to integrate Android operating system into the vehicle. So Android Auto normally is projection. You take a phone, you plug it in, and it projects applications into the car. Here, this is Android literally running into the vehicle itself with applications running in the car. So if you kind of get into a car, the first thing that you'll be greeted with is a UI that you see something similar to this, and this is a Volvo Sensus UI, which they've basically created on top of Android to make it fit into this car. They have a status bar on top, and on the bottom what you see is the HVAC, right? The HVAC is persistent no matter where you go in the Sensus UI, because here you want, obviously climate is one of those things you normally access a lot throughout the day, so it's getting a little bit hot in here, so I'm going to turn on the climate. Let's start a little bit higher, and we're slowly going to bring it down. But through Android, as we're going to see in a few seconds, the climate is going to start up and it's going to start blowing air. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit so we can talk while there's some air. So it gets a little stuffy in here. So the first thing is, get in a car, what do you care about? First one is navigation. In this case, we brought Google Maps. What we did was we tailored it a little bit. So in this case, it's a night mode. But if you open up, for example, recent places, if you wanted to navigate home, home is something that you might also set on your home. There's 1 billion plus people that are using Google Maps today. You get something like this. You get traffic, you can navigate to places easily. The second one is third-party application. So in this case, what we have is we have Spotify, Pocket Cast, Pandora, Audible, there's many others, and they basically integrated with Media Session and Media Browse APIs. The Volvo develops the actual template, so that way driver distraction, everything kind of goes away. If you visit the Audi Q8 in the other booth, what you see there is going to be a template that looks quite a bit different, but at the same time the developers don't have to think about it, the things just work. So if we wanted to play something, we press the play button, it starts playing. Obviously we're all about Android, so a few other things, you can pause it, you can play, so all the hardware buttons have been integrated, you can change volume, and you can see in this case this is a standard Android what's the name of it, volume bar. Also all the steering buttons have been integrated, so you can do something like this. If you're driving, you want to focus on the road. I'm going to pause this for a second. Phone is probably the only area that we've actually integrated with the phone itself, and this is through Bluetooth. So the reason is you come into a car, you get Bluetooth, things should function, and the things work well. The last style is something that Volvo is working on, which is their own applications on top of Android. They make things, in this case, for example, change the sound and where it's flowing and etc. They have a beautiful sound system in here, so making that happen is something that they're working on. The last thing is it comes to Assistant. When we look at Assistant, and I think you've seen a little bit through the keynote today, is we're looking at this across different surfaces where the things can just make it seamlessly work, right? As a developer, similar to kind of media, what we want to do is people develop for Assistant. So if you see all the lights, for example, on our left-hand side, those assume they're in your house and you want to change them or turn them off because you're driving, you can simply say, turn off the lights in my living room.
Sure, turning off two lights. The lights turn off.
So if you wanted to change the temperature with Nest, again, you can simply say, change the temperature in my living room to 75 degrees.
Sure, setting the living room to 75 degrees.
Setting and changing, right? The beauty of this is that, again, developers don't have to really think about whether they're in the car, whether they're on the phone, whether they're in Google Home. Things just work, and they should just work seamlessly. With Assistant, obviously, you want to keep an eye always on the road, so one of the things we're looking into as well is how to actually potentially do things in the car via Assistant. So in this case, we have controlling HVAC again, so we can do things like make it cooler in the car.
Sure, turning the air conditioning on.
So, and as you're going to see, the air conditioning turns on, and if it gets too hot or it gets things, you can simply say, make it warmer in the car.
You got it. Turning the air conditioning off.
And again, it's all seamless, it's all via voice, it's much safer. So yes, you can use the interface if you want, but the idea is you can also use things like voice in order to manage some of this.
Awesome.
Cool.
Very nice.
Yeah.